Cryptocurrency in 2021 has been capturing the attention of the global population. Some of us speculate in cryptocurrency, hoping it will lead to riches, perhaps giving us our first bucket of gold. But what led to the rise of cryptocurrency in general? In today's story, we will talk about one man who sought to create a cryptocurrency empire and exchange of his own, and today he stands tall as a billionaire. But his path towards success was not easy, filled with many obstacles and struggles. Today's video is all about Changpeng Zhao, founder of Binance and crypto billionaire. He is commonly known with his abbreviated initials, CZ. Before we begin, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and you'll be notified anytime we have a new video. Changpeng Zhao, or commonly known as CZ, was born in Jiangsu, China. Both of his parents were educators, with his father eventually becoming a professor. But in the early days of his father's academic career, he faced some bad luck. During his father's first year of university, it was during the Cultural Revolution, and his father had to go work on the countryside instead of studying with books. This was the first obstacle the family faced, but his father did not give up and persevered. His father tried studying on his own, and eventually he managed to apply for a master's degree at the University of British Columbia, which he was accepted to. The family eventually emigrated to Vancouver, Canada in the late 1980s when CZ was 12. CZ's father was a bookworm and would go on to get his master's degree and PhD and would eventually become a professor. CZ would quote later on, "My father was always a bookworm and an academic, not very good at business, but he lived a very simple life." His father did encourage CZ to work from an early age, and CZ did that from a very young age as the family was not very wealthy, living on their father's small income as a master's student. At age 14, CZ got his first job as a teenager, flipping burgers at McDonald's and working overnight shifts at a gas station. He was not even at the legal working age in Canada, but due to a legal loophole, he was allowed to work, and thus, as a teenager, CZ did whatever he could to help cover the household expenses. But CZ's hard work would pay off, and he was accepted into Montreal's McGill University, where he would go on to study computer science. In college, he had different jobs, and his second internship job allowed him to go to travel to Japan to work. CZ was always moving. As a young child, he moved from China to Canada, and then later on, he went to Japan to work. He was constantly moving and constantly learning, never staying in one city for too long. This international experience really helped him, helping him understand all about business and monetary transactions. One of his struggles early on was problems with transferring money across different countries. This would later become his inspiration for starting Binance. Upon graduation, CZ spent time in both Tokyo and New York, helping to build a system for matching trade orders on the Tokyo Stock Exchange, and then at Bloomberg's trade book, where he developed software for futures trading. He was an extremely hard worker and very proficient, and at 27 years old, he was already promoted 3 times in less than 2 years and was managing teams in New Jersey, London, and Tokyo. But CZ started becoming impatient as he thought there was bigger and better things for him out there. In 2005, he quit and moved to Shanghai to start Fusion Systems, a company known for building some of the fastest high-frequency trading systems for brokers. He worked there for many years, but it wasn't until the year 2013 when he had an experience that would change his life. CZ learned about Bitcoin from a venture capitalist with whom he played poker. Bobby Lee, who was CEO of BTC China at that time, told him about Bitcoin and the potential and future of cryptocurrencies. He told him to put 10% of his net worth into Bitcoin. There was a chance that he would lose it all, but there was a greater chance that he would 10x his money and thus double his net worth. But CZ decided that he would go all in as he believed in the future of cryptocurrencies. The next part of the story is where CZ would gain his legendary status. He decided to sell his home in China, which was worth almost $1 million at that point in time, and put it all into Bitcoin. He would push all his cards in. Bitcoin was extremely volatile at that point in time, and Bitcoin's value would lose almost 2/3 of its value from the time CZ invested over the next few years. But CZ was never discouraged and never interested in selling. He would continue to hold this Bitcoin even to this day. And during this period of time, CZ got extremely interested and started exploring different crypto projects, including joining blockchain.info as the third member of the cryptocurrency wallets team. As the head of development for close to a year, he would work closely with well-known Bitcoin evangelists such as Roger Ver and Ben Reeves. He would also work at OKCoin as the chief technology officer, which was a platform for spot trading between fiat and digital assets. But during this period of time, he started thinking about creating a digital asset exchange of his own. However, he had a few problems. He did not have connections to financial institutions, and there were many risks and regulatory complications. But he didn't give up. He wanted to achieve his mission of improving the freedom of money. CZ wanted to venture into building his own exchange, combining the high-tech performance of high-frequency trading with the promise of cryptocurrencies. However, timing was everything, and he would have to patiently wait for the right time. In 2017, CZ saw the rise of crypto exchanges, Poloniex and Bittrex. However, he noticed there was room for lots of improvement, including the need for better graphical user interface, a mobile experience, and much faster customer response time. When Bitcoin's price was rising, all the exchanges' websites were crashing. The exchanges were also not very internationally friendly. By 2017, CZ felt that the market was ready. Even though there was hundreds of new exchanges each day, they were just copying each other and not making significant improvements. CZ and co-founder Yi He, who were both previous employees of OKCoin, where they held exec positions, decided to take the gamble. They created Binance, which was derived from a combination of binary and finance. They organized for fundraising through an initial coin offering, ICO, where they offered 100 million Binance coins or BNB to investors. They managed to raise 15 million USD and used the funds to split between building the platform, marketing, and emergency funds. And the rest is history. The results were outstanding. In less than 8 months, the founder of Binance grew his company from an idea into the world's largest digital asset exchange by traded value. By March 2018, he vaulted from a nobody to the cover of Forbes magazine, helping Binance get 200 million profit in just its second quarter of existence, and personally amassing a fortune of $2 billion. Never in a million years did CZ imagine he would become a billionaire. He had strong ambitions and wanted to be financially free from a young age, as he didn't have enough pocket money as a child. But his goal was maybe 5 million, 10 million at most. And early on in his career, he learned that he could not trade his time for money. In fact, he quoted, "If you are working for money, you have a very limited ceiling. Even if you are a lawyer or doctor, the minute you stop working, you stop earning. This is not scalable." By 2018, CZ achieved his lifelong goal of financial freedom, as well as his goal of helping promote the mission of freedom of money. Binance continued to grow over the next few years, facing new challenges and successes throughout the year. One of them was in 2019, when hackers stole 40 million from the Binance cryptocurrency exchange due to a large-scale security breach. Some users also lost their two-factor authentication codes and API tokens. But Binance was very upfront and forthcoming with this information and notified all the users of the hack. They even decided to cover the losses out of its secure asset fund for users, or SafeFu funds, further enhancing the trust of the Binance platform amongst its users. Binance also started a bounty program to reward people who could locate hackers in the future. Fast forward to 2021, with the rise of cryptocurrencies and the crypto bull market, there is no stopping Binance and CZ. The BNB coin is now the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, only behind Bitcoin and Ethereum. Binance Smart Chain, BSC, is continuing to gain market share, allowing users to get the best of both worlds, high transaction capability of BC and smart contract functionality of BSC, making immense traction in early 2021 due to Ethereum's congestion and gas fees. And CZ has become a billionaire many times over with the rise of crypto asset prices. Today, he believes in crypto more than ever and has been quoted saying, "Nearly 100% of my net worth is invested in crypto." He values liquidity above all else, and despite being a billionaire, he chooses not to own his own car or house. He prefers renting an apartment or hotel due to the higher liquidity. CZ has certainly come a long way from when he was a young kid trying to adapt to Canadian culture and working to help support his family by working at McDonald's. I'll leave you with 3 success principles that CZ lives by. Number 1, try to be fair in life. Whatever business partner you work with, we do try to structure win-win deals. We want to be successful long-term. Number 2, be very, very focused. Remove anything that creates distractions. Keep everything very, very simple so you can focus on one thing. Number 3, in this industry, be very positive. We never try to target anyone. We just try to build value, contribute whatever we can to this industry and society. I hope you enjoyed this video. Our channel focuses on inspirational and motivational videos that help you find your daily 1% improvement. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and the bell notification on the right so you'll be notified anytime we have a new video. Also, CZ is an avid reader. Make sure you check out one of his favorite books of all time, The Advantage by Patrick Lencioni, which talks about the competitive advantage of successful companies. The link is in the description below. So, how has the inspirational story of CZ motivated you? Drop a comment below and we'll be sure to address it in our next video. Until then, see you next time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification to the right.